Welcome back, everyone. Left Wing Zero here with not really a new strategy. It's a known strategy. It's a new twist on the strategy. It's actually a team I've been playing on Pokemon Showdown. I've named Tickle Death, mainly because of Whimsicott with its move Tickle. And actually, I'm going to actually tell you a story about it. Originally, I was going to have the team just be focused on Talonflame and Whimsicott, where Whimsicott would use Tickle, which is priority with Prankster, to weaken an opponent that barely survives a Banded Brave Bird normally, like say Garchomp or Genghis-Khan, two very popular Pokemon. It would be kind of a surprise where you get like a priority Tickle to lower the defense and then a priority Brave Bird to faint, but normally otherwise wouldn't be able to faint. And it kind of evolved from there, where first I added then Malamar, who has Contrary, which Tickle would then up Malamar's stats. And then I brought out Terrakion, who's very, this actually is a very popular, well, to me, very popular strategy. But I threw a little twist on it where instead of just going for the beat up and rock slide combo on the first turn, I actually go with the Protect on Terrakion and a Tailwind. And I did a little research, and if there's no speed EVs at all on either Pokemon, just neutral EVs, nature-wise, no negative speed, and you use a Tailwind, you actually have where Terrakion actually outspeeds a timid Deoxys speed by 1 point, so it officially outspeeds every Pokemon in the game with no speed investment, as long as the other opponent doesn't have like a choice scarf or any type of speed boost itself, which one of the battles you'll see here later on will have a Tailwind versus a Tailwind. So actually was playing around with it on Showdown, and actually I think I'm like number 240th on Smogon doubles on that tier, and I've just been playing around with it a little bit, and I think like 1475 ranking, which is amazing because unlike Battle Spot where you start off at a 1500 ranking, on Pokemon Showdown you start with 1000 ranking, so it's really almost like barely like a 2000 ranking, the equivalent of a 2000 ranking on Battle Spot, which is like unheard of. That's like amazing. So still climbing the ladder there, and I'm climbing the ladder on Battle Spot again. Tried this strategy out last night and for the first time on Battle Spot, and it actually brought me back up to 6th place on United States standings. So with that, I mean, you just got to see the battle. Basically, I got to use a beat up twice on the Terrakion to try to raise its stats, and that's the one big difference on Battle Spot, is that with VGC Battle Spot with doubles you have 4 versus 4, where on the Smogon doubles you have 6 versus 6. So the beat up combo automatically gets Terrakion to a +6, where in Battle Spot you get it to a +4, and then if you want to get to the +6 you have to use it twice, which is not always going to be able to happen with the situation. So it's a little harder to be successful with it, and plus I originally had a Life Orb on Terrakion, but the Rock Slide was just missing way too much, so actually one of my friends on Nintendo Life was recommending I use Wide Lens because it raises Rock Slide's accuracy to 99%, which then I think it still missed once when I tried this out on, I tested this out first on Free Battle before I brought these videos out with Rating Battle, and Rock Slide still missed, even though it was 99% accuracy at that time, it still missed. So that was interesting. So there's the first battle. The rest of the battles we're going to give some commentary to, but I thought that was pretty interesting. First battle there, got to go up to a +6. I still wasn't able to be as devastating as I thought it would have been, but it's still successful because mainly with the Tailwind, even if Terrakion isn't successful, Tailwind sets up the rest of the team to be successful and being faster than the other team. So in this second battle here, we have a Lapras and a Blissey versus the Whimsicott and Terrakion. And now going to do the standard of what I've been doing with the Protect and Tailwind. And this throws a lot of people off. A lot of people predict that you're going to do the setup like the very first turn, so it really messes with a lot of people's minds. So Blissey's going to try to use Toxic, and then Lapras is going to use Ice Beam. So this opponent isn't obviously very knowledgeable of it, or otherwise he thought that maybe the Ice Beam would have fainted Whimsicott, but I do have a Focus Sash on Whimsicott, so just in case there's a super effective attack that does make it in there, it does let it survive to get the beat up off on Terrakion at least once. And I also, being I was able to sacrifice speed EVs with the Tailwind, taking care of all the speed, I then invested in defense on both of them, because a lot of times the opponent will use physical attacks against both of them, namely like Brave Bird or a Close Combat or Bullet Punch or whatever. So it does help out. I mean, not in all situations. I mean, it still brings down to Focus Sash with the Brave Bird on the Whimsicott, but I mean, there's a lot of attacks that'll still get protected to where they normally would have fainted Terrakion, for example, and now that I upped the defense EVs, it'll actually survive now. So it's still pretty successful there. So again, I'm going to go with the double beat up because my opponent basically let me do the double beat up. So I take advantage of that whenever I can. And basically, for those of you who are confused as to why I'm getting so many stat raises, Terrakion has the ability Justified, which basically lets your attack get raised by 1 level every time you get hit with a Dark type move, and the move Beat Up attacks the amount of times, the amount of party members your party has that are in healthy status. Whereas now, if you notice, the second round there, I only got punched 3 times because Terrakion is poisoned, so it's not in a healthy status. So I only got hit 3 times, and the opponent just forfeit there because there's no way it was going to survive +6 Rock Slide, or even like a neutral Rock Slide with Charizard. So this is actually, the next opponent here was actually a higher ranking. It was almost 1700 ranking, so I thought this would be a good test to see how a higher ranked opponent would have done against the strategy. And this is actually a very interesting battle. This is the one where I talked about where it was Tailwind versus Tailwind, and I was a little worried to start off this battle because I thought it was just going to be a Brave Bird City there, but I still went with the Protect, and I still went with the Tailwind just to start off the battle, because there was one battle in free battle where I tried to go away from the formula and try something different, and it really didn't go so well. So I stayed with the Protect and Tailwind. And now close combat, here's an example of surviving something with the defensive EVs that I invested, where if I didn't put the defensive EVs in, I probably wouldn't have survived that close combat from Staraptor. And then Overheat from the Talonflame, that kind of threw me off. I thought there was going to be a Brave Bird, but this seems to be like my Talonflame that I made several videos ago with the moves it has, but I still do get the beat up off. So I'm still going to get my attack raised, and but now it's going to be another interesting thing where I'm definitely going to get the Rock Slide off, because both Pokemon on the opponent's side have already attacked. So I'm feeling good about myself because I figured that Rock Slide's going to easily destroy both Pokemon with plus. I think it's going to be +3 now because Staraptor lowered by 1 level, so +3 Rock Slide. Easily going to take out both Pokemon. And no, Talonflame has a Focus Sash. So there's some other person that uses Focus Sash on Talonflame other than me with that set. So I guess it's not just me. But out comes Mawile. So now another Intimidate. So now I'm down to +2 with my Terrakion. But now I know that I don't know if the Talonflame's going to go for the Brave Bird now, or if it's going to go for another Overheat, or what it's going to go for. But so I'm going to Protect just because I'm not really. I would scout out, see what the heck he's going to do next. And Mawile's going to go for a Sucker Punch, so I avoid that with the Protect. and there comes the overheat onto Whimsicott, and Whimsicott is fainted. Well, obviously just 1 hit point left, anything would have fainted it. So now I'm going to be able to bring out my Kangaskhan so I can actually fake out the Talonflame so I can take care of business. But my opponent's going to have something else in mind, as you will see, with a Quick Guard coming up, which it makes it even more like my Talonflame. It's probably exactly like my other Talonflame. It has all the same moves, has the held item. It's probably very similar EVs. So Quick Guard did protect against the Fake Out, but doesn't protect against the Rock Slide. You can't protect against everything with Quick Guard, so Talonflame's easily gone. And obviously, it's not going to do much to Mawile. There was a +2, but still, I mean, rocks aren't going to do much. But the flinch, that's the other part of the Rock Slide that's awesome, is it has a 30% chance to flinch. So out comes Clawitzer. And I'm going to go for another Rock Slide just to get some damage off on the Mawile to get enough damage so my return will definitely take care of Mawile. Normal type moves obviously aren't very strong in steel types, but it's just enough to take care of Mawile. And of course, the Clawitzer stays alive. It's pretty frail, but I was only +2 with the Rock Slide. It stays alive barely. Comes the Muddy Water, which is enough to take care of Terrakion, which, like I said, I invested all in defense, not special defense. So special defensively, it's pretty weak. Out comes my Malamar. And now it should be a pretty easy time here. Just return onto the Clawitzer and gone. So another win there. And I have one more for you after this to finish up the video. Got one more. And again, this is all just from the first night of testing this strategy out. So I'm obviously going to be playing around with it some more, see how high I can climb in the standings on doubles. But I figure I'm a lot better of a doubles player than a singles player. So I need to take advantage of this, and especially since the special format this season deals with doubles. Of course, I'd have to switch out some of the Pokemon in order to play in that format, but I believe I would just have to switch out Kangaskhan and Talonflame, I think, but then I can easily just maybe have Lucario possibly, and Staraptor, or I'd pick something else. So Fake Out, I was actually trying to go for a Quick Guard because I thought I was going to get Brave Bird and a Fake Out. That is what happens, but I guess the Quick Guard doesn't work if I'm the target of Fake Out. I guess if the other Pokemon was the target of Fake Out, it would have worked, but it didn't work because I've seen before where I've used Quick Guard and it's blocked a Fake Out. But regardless, I still survive with Focus Sash, and I still get the beat up off on the Terrakion, so still in good shape. I'm going to get my attack raised and hope I can get it off the Rock Slide to continue this onslaught. So again, it's 4 times, +4. Now I'm just going to withdraw the Kangaskhan and bring in the Aegislash, which is a smart move, and also going to protect on the Talonflame, because I guess now it sees my Rock Slide coming, but now I'm going to protect because I'm trying to see exactly what my opponent's trying to do, and yet I didn't get my Tailwind up yet because again I went for the beat up right away and the Quick Guard because I was going to try to block that, but I had other plans, so I still had to get my Tailwind up. So now that I have my Tailwind up, I can actually get something done. And then I went for an Encore onto Talonflame to try to Encore it into Protect, but it was smart and switched out. And the Rock Slide didn't really do too much, as I wanted. Like you see, I thought it would take care of the Breloom, but it didn't. And again, I'm not special defensive at all, so Flash Cannon can easily take care of Terrakion. So now a little bit of a World of Hurt, so that my Pokemon in the back are going to take care of business now. But fortunately, I can Encore the Aegislash into its Flash Cannon, so it can't use King Shield, so I easily take care of the Breloom with Brave Bird. And this is my banded Brave Bird, my banded Talonflame. I have 2 Talonflames I usually use. This is the one I have is like the one my opponent in the last video used, and this one is my Choice Band Kill Everything Talonflame. So again, it's locked into Flash Cannon, so it can't use its King Shield, and it's in its attack form, so it can actually be defeated pretty easily. Its defenses are crap when it's in sword form. But now I still have my Tailwind at my side, so I know I'm still going to be faster, so a Fake Out from my Genghis-Khan will be faster than a Fake Out from the opponent's Genghis-Khan, and the opponent switched into Talonflame, so it's a free attack for me, so this should be a very good turn for me. I get the Fake Out off onto the opponent Genghis-Khan as planned, before it has a chance to fake me out. And I get the Brave Bird off onto the opponent's Talonflame to take care of that Talonflame. So very good turn here. Got rid of the Talonflame. Got the Genghis-Khan flinched. I believe I still have Tailwind on my side, or maybe not. I actually think Tailwind. Yeah, Tailwind ends this turn. So now I'm not sure if the Genghis-Khan and the opponent's side is going to be faster, but I know that the Aegislash is going to be slower, so I'm just going to go for a Brave Bird on Genghis-Khan. It should be low enough range where Brave Bird will take care of it, and it does. So Genghis-Khan's gone. Now it's just both my remaining Pokemon against Aegislash. So I'm going to go for a Sucker Punch, which is the only thing I can really use now that I'm Mega Evolved against the Ghost. And he was going to go for an attack, so Sucker Punch does go off to win that battle. So an awesome first day. I think it was like 9-1. I lost count with winning so many matches, but I know there was one I lost on ratings. There was one. So good first night. Hope you guys liked the strategy. If any questions, leave them in the comments. If you'd like to see more, leave them in the comments. And please like, comment, subscribe. Have a good day.